Hiya, my Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon in Cancer to full moon in Aquarius, July, almost said June, July, into August 2020. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, the Archangel of Lions, and Venus in Libra sign. Jinkies, hi. My subscribers, welcome back. Thank you so much for the love and the support. You guys have been really great getting my numbers up there little by little. And for any of you who are in the Angelo Lyons Mal for short private Facebook group, hi guys, hi. You know, I stream to them every morning pretty much. I sit on my couch and they get to see me without all this going on, so thank you guys so much for following along. And if you are new to my channel, please do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell. I'm going to be doing live streams again soon. I promise I'll get to it. It's just I've got a new temporary roommate. A friend of mine needed a place to stay, so it's a little... We're finding our way through that. That being said, please also feel free to comment in the comment section below, because apparently that's what jacks the numbers up big time when people comment. So that being said, shall we get down to business? This is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what does not. Check your other signs. These are all running an average of about 20 minutes or so, give or take. So trying to give you enough time to do all of that. The twin flame reads are coming next, so you know those will be much longer. That being said, this is a what do I need read, right? It's really asking the divine in different levels of consciousness, different pantheons, however you want to see that, what it is that you need for a particular amount of time. In this case, the new moon in Cancer, a new moon on Monday. Oh, Simon Le Bon, you know, I once saw him perform live at a Fashion Week event like 10 billion years ago, and he lifted up his hands and his midriff popped out, and I could have booped his belly button. My biggest regret that I didn't, but I didn't feel like being carried out by security. You know what I mean? That being said, we are looking at the new moon on Monday, July 20th, 2020, to the full moon in Aquarius, the 3rd of August. So a waxing moon, right? So what we're going to be looking at is just a 5-card draw. I'm playing one card from 5 different decks, sort of like spiritual counseling, to go to the divine and say, what do I need in 5 different perspectives or modalities. Sometimes they're all connected, sometimes they're different areas of life. You will see as it goes. Other than that, I just need you to focus on your breath, stay in the present moment as much as you can. I know the mind will wander, but just breathe, my air signs, right? And I will get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can. Cool. All the decks that I use are in the description box below. Go check that down. Check that out. They're all the way at the bottom. Otherwise, I think we're ready. Breathe. Yeah, here we go. We're going to start with the Healing with the Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue. As I ask my angels and my archangels, please. One card in clarity for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs from this new moon in Cancer to full moon next in Aquarius. Please, my angels, what do we, I'll include myself on this one, Venus and Libra, what do we need from this new moon and full moon next? In other words, what is the healing angel we need to call upon for this waxing moon for whatever purpose, reason, season, or lifetime? Please, my angels, pop it in my hand. The angel of focus. Okay, so to call upon the angel of focus is simply to say, all right, angel of focus, usually a mental thing, please help me focus my mind upon that which it needs to be focused upon. It's a simple prayer, but like a mantra, something that you could just say, help me focus, angels help me focus, and that'll work too. Now, that's a little vague, right? Even though focus is specific. Focus on what? Let's find out. Let's see if the goddesses, the divine feminine energy, collective, all as one entity, the great goddess, however you want to see that. We all have a balance of masculine and feminine within us. So this is asking the collective yin, if you want to. I just call them the goddesses, because that's how they appear to me. And they're gorgeous. So let's see what the maidens, the mothers, the crowns have to say. Breathe. Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Give credit where credit is due. Fiona Morgan. Here we go. There you are, my goddesses, please. One card in clarity for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. For this new, for this new moon in Cancer to full moon next in Aquarius. Should be an interesting full moon for us. Don't know what that is I'm seeing, but it's interesting. Please, my goddesses, what do we need to be aware of within ourselves, the yin? What do we need to be aware of going on in the world behind our eyes? Our own psychology, the workings of our soul, something we're not looking at, something we're repressing, or something that we just need to be aware of going on in our own mental, emotional field that we may or may not have shared or may not have embraced just yet. Please, my goddesses. Oh, okay. The Wheel of Fortune in this deck is called the Spider Woman. How every thought, every action, every choice, every decision we make is a thread in the great web of life. The quantum field, if you'd like to look at it that way, but that it's all pre-written. It's all scripted. There's infinite variety within the script, but all scripted. People say, everything is possible. I'm like, no, I can't snap my fingers and turn into Nell Carter. Now, if I could, that would be so freaky if just right there, all because first of all, she crossed over, I think, in the 90s, right? So that's not going to happen that I'm aware of. But you sort of get it. There's a fate, destiny. Well, we're all handed fate, but we have to alchemize it into destiny, right? Suffer your fate or manifest your destiny, but it's all written. But what are the choices that you are going to make? Now, I am getting, for a lot of you, I don't know for all of you, because some of you are pretty chill in terms of timing. Like you've mastered that. You're like, all right, whenever it gets here, right? If I have to act, I'll act. It's very Taoist, right? It's like, I'm going to stop trying and I'm going to allow, or I'm going to allow things to unfold. Sometimes when we try too hard, it just makes it take longer, right? You can't push the river. It's either a Zen thing or a Buddhist thing or a Taoist thing. I can't remember right now. I mean, you can try to push the river, but the river's going to do what it's going to do anyway. So there's something here perhaps about focusing on that, about allowing divine timing to unfold because it's stronger than we are, and it's scripted that way. Yes, there are different quantum pathways that could get you there quicker, but you have to ask, what allows that? It has to do with how much we learn, how much we grow, how much we evolve, and it's a question of time versus intensity. Are you somebody who rips off the Band-Aid all at once, or are you a one hair at a time kind of person, right? So we really shouldn't try to speed up the manifestation of our destiny, because usually we skip over stuff that we don't even realize we're skipping over, right? So rather to focus somehow. Let's keep going. Shall we? Surely. Little gay chipmunks. Let's use the Mythic Tarot to ask the gods. We just did the goddesses, the divine feminine. This would be the other half of the universal energy, the divine masculine, the yang, if you will, that appears to me in the form of my gods. My gods. Hi. Please, one card in clarity. For this Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, what do they need to be aware of outside of themselves, right? In the yang, or their masculine energy in terms of what they're putting out into the world. Can you please give us one card in clarity for this? Hey. Please, one card in clarity for this Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. There we go. From this new moon in Cancer to full moon in Aquarius, July into August 2020. Please, my gods, what is two major arcana cards in a row? As far as the yang and the external, it's the hangman. Hang out. Hang out, you are suspended. Not from school. It seems everything's freaking suspended right now on planet Earth. But it's like a timeout. I mean, so really, what are you focusing on during this time? This time, right? Scripted. With the hanged man. Can you see things differently? Can you change your focus? That's why the hanged man, well, in this case, it is punishment-based, but the hanged man is not punishment-based. It just, this one is because it's Prometheus. Stole fire from the gods for the humans, and they hung him upside down on a rock so a vulture could come peck out his liver by day and it would grow back by night. Feels a little bit like what we're going through, but maybe not that much. Otherwise, this is not really a card of punishment, right? This is about seeing things differently. Think Odin on the world tree Yggdrasil, right? Plucking out an eye, hanging himself upside down for 9 days so that he can see things differently. And that's how he got the runes, you know, and all sorts of visions and prophecies and truths, right? But he had to surrender something for that. So the Hanged Man can be about sacrifice, but remember the root of the word sacrifice is like sacred. So it might be abdicating from some of the old beliefs and some of the old thoughts of what you used to focus on, perhaps, and that it's time to do that, to change your focus. But focus on what? I don't know yet, but that's why we're going to ask the Ascended Masters through the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. There he is. He's such a sweetheart. Check out his YouTube channel. I always promote him, even though we've never met. I'm not an affiliate of Hay House or anything like that. His MATTKAHN, All for Love. Matt Kahn, All for Love. Very, very helpful during the series of Dark Nights of the Soul that I had over the past 3 years, right? It got me through it. So I really love this deck, and it is a healing mantra deck. So we're going to ask them, what is the mantra that you most need, the healing mantra that you could perhaps focus on to help you change the way you are seeing things, or at least give you, you know, a new perspective. Shall we? Nice deep breath. My masters, hi. Hi. Some of you must be near Alaska. Hi. Can you please, my Ascended Masters, give us one card? What is the perfect healing mantra for this Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for this new moon in Cancer to new moon next in Aquarius, please? My Ascended Masters, what is the perfect healing mantra for them? This new moon to full moon next, July to August into August 2020. Ooh, I like this one. Acknowledging apprehension. And so you might very well have some apprehension, but if it's a thing of the mind, I think you'll like this. When it's a yes, nothing can stop me. When I'm unsure, it's always a no. I've been really using that with my clients. They're like, I don't know. I'm like, then the answer's no, for now. For now. Catch me later. Some people, catch me outside. People will say to me, well, can you do this? Can you do this? And I check in, and if it's like, the oracle is out right now. Try again later, right? And I'll read it from the book, but it's a very, very important mantra, right? Because with so much, let's just call it data flying through the air, and information is doubling at such an immensely fast speed, that to know that you have a guidance system, but it doesn't, your intuitive guidance system isn't about getting the ego what it wants. It's about getting the soul what it needs, which is growth and development, which is usually comes about by not getting what the ego wants. Sometimes there's an agreement, though. And the ego's like, oh, I manifested it. It's like, no, that's what was scripted, honey. So acknowledging apprehension. When it's a yes, nothing can stop me. When I'm unsure, it's always a no. And what I would ask to that is, at least for now, right? Because energies change, things change. Just because it was no last year doesn't mean it can't be yes now, or vice versa. When apprehension is acknowledged, you become aware of a constant back and forth between polarities. As this back and forth movement occurs, it can feel nearly impossible to make decisive, empowering choices, right? Particularly where we are right now. Everything has been heightened. The temperature has been turned up. As you acknowledge any apprehension, right? So what's apprehension feel like? It's like, right, that vibe. Empathy for fun and profit. As you acknowledge any apprehension, recognize that either it is your heart trying to warn you of an old pattern you're about to repeat, or it is a sense of unworthiness that makes you unsure how to step into the biggest stage you dream of commanding. Can you feel that? The power of discernment bubbles closer to the surface the more often your apprehensions are acknowledged. In other words, don't repress them, acknowledge them. It's like, I am feeling apprehensive. And it is needed to determine which of these two options is true, right, of the two that we spoke of there. So part of this might be, you know what, I'm feeling apprehensive. Let me see this differently. Let me take a pause. This is all in divine timing, right? And I need to kind of focus on not so much what's going on up here. Libras, I get it. You can really, really, really balance those. Let's just say not the numbers, because but you can really, really balance data, right? But you can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? Let's just say I've dated Libra men. Oh my God, where do you want to go for dinner? 6 hours later. You know what I mean? Where it's like, just go down here. How does it feel? Maybe it's in the heart, but me as a Virgo, it's in my gut. And if it goes, yeah, I go for it. If it's like, the answer is no. But if it goes, for now, the answer is no. All right? This mantra is ideal for resolving indecisiveness, Libra, 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 balancing impulsive behaviors. Well, the impulsive behaviors, maybe not, but balancing, Libra, 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 and trusting your instincts. That's pretty good. All right, one last card down, and then I'll put it all together. A Whisper of Love Oracle card. To represent the voices of the higher selves of all involved. Now, what's your higher selves and the higher selves of all involved? The higher selves, the higher dimensional aspects of everyone, right? Involved. So this isn't just yours. This might be anyone else, anybody else's higher selves that might be affected in this process. Because acknowledging apprehension definitely talks about a choice or a decision to be made, right? Otherwise, why would it be? When it's a yes, nothing can stop me. When I'm unsure, it's always a no. So it's definitely a weighing, W-E-I-G-H-I-N-G, not like a, oh my God, weighing, right? So let's ask the higher selves, shall we? Breathe. Higher selves of all involved, please. One card in clarity for this Libra collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for this new moon in Cancer to full moon next. Hey now, in Aquarius. What is the piece of insight or inspiration that they need from their higher selves of all involved for this new moon to full moon next? July, August 2020. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Now, did you catch it? Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Right? You see that there? That's pretty damn cool. So the only thing that's real is love. And that is, very Course in Miracles. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. And love is all-encompassing. What is all-encompassing can have no opposite, right? It appears that the opposite of love is fear, but that which is all-encompassing can have no opposite. So the only thing that's really real is love. It's like the difference between truth and illusion. An illusion's not a thing. It's the absence of a thing, like shadow. A shadow is not a thing. It's the absence of light, right? So the only thing that's real is love here, and your Libras, right? Ruled by Venus, Aphrodite, like the goddess of love. So this might be you really needing to perhaps address some of your fears, your apprehension, and understanding that feeling of, sorry, I just got a Tina Belcher flash. You can usually do her voice, right? So let me put this together. This makes sense, right? So what do you need for this new moon to full moon next? The angels are saying you need to call upon the angel of focus because it's time. There's some aspect of fate being alchemized into destiny that has to do with you chilling out, suspending it, pulling back, reversing yourself, turning yourself upside down in a sense to see things differently, sacrificing perhaps a point of view or a belief, which I'm going to skip around here because the only thing that's real here is love. So if you're unsure or feeling apprehension, then when it's a yes, nothing can stop you. But when you're unsure, it's always a no. So, it makes sense to me that you're going to have to navigate through this new moon to full moon next, waxing, if you will, your ability to really tune to what your instincts are, what your intuition is telling you in terms of how things feel, rather than what is the data, right? Than data. So, may the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need for this new moon to full moon next July into August 2020, that they may heal, that they may grow, that they may acknowledge apprehension with their focus upon that while they see things differently through sacrifice or surrender, understanding that the only thing that is real is love, shifting their focus from the problem back to love in order to alchemize their fate into destiny for the well-being of all. May they be so blessed, myself included. So mote it be. And so it is. Oh my God, thank you so much for watching, my Libs. I love you all so much. Please do like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment. Otherwise, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon to full moon next. Hail, farewell, and blessed be.